Third overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And it's interesting, isn't it, the psychology of a team coming onto the field.
And right away, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll throw with May. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, it's Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing them back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
Yeah, and the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 7, but they felt like they needed to have it, and they felt like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though, but thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a 2nd and 10. First carry now for And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Open man is born.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Looking to throw, May. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one. 13 at a New England first down. And they go play action with May. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tyrel Dodson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's go now.
Throwing here is May. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's May. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Malik Washington deep for Miami. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So the Patriots coming out now. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 40. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the... That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get.
He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. They'll try and throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The tight end Henry here in motion. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he loses the football the second time. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To the air, May. Buying time to his left. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Dolphins opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. As we've prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. From the shotgun, May with it. Gets this complete to Butte. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Dancing to his left. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Douglas, the man in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's May. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Patriots are able to claw one back. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On play action, here's Tua. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to him with another drive here.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top.
And got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the...
Jones hit and the ball's held. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. In motion, Hill. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off of play action, Tagovailoa to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again.
And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He's still barreling through. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Dolphins just continue to roll.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown. play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England trying to get to place on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's May. Douglas with a grab over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun on third down, it's May. That is caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as we step aside.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Flushed out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Drake May, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here.
And now it's blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. And down inside the 10, they finally stop him. But what a return. It'll be 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there.
He flat out can't be stopped. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the score closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jordan Brooks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. May. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A very solid gain of 27. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick
Offside.
up a 3.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are able to at least get one score back. Oh, this is blocked. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 50. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are pouring it on.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick. Sanders. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kayshon Boutte, 59 yards. And the Patriots are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Right, going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. And now it is official. That last catch is going to vault him past Flipper Anderson's mark of 336 receiving yards in one game. It's a record, folks, that has stood since 1989. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for two. Tua going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Up the middle. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson getting set for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defense. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go.
They'll run with Gibson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll go again with Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing here is May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down.
Holding. Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Here's May. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved?
Back now in Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the... Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's Stevenson. And plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. May now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tyrell Dodson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To the air, May. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final.
There he goes, left side. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again.
And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Let's go.
To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for...
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Dolphins are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,